What is the Flying Star Feng Shui for your home, your office for March 2025? That is the video that we are going to unpack today. So welcome, my name is Lydia Griffith. This is the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. And on this channel, I often read the charts of famous people. I think it helps us to better understand our own lives and our own astrology. So welcome again. If this speaks to you, please subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a single video. I usually put 2 or 3 out a week. This week we are launching March. So I have the Bazi Chinese Astrology forecast video, this video, and the best and most challenging days video for you to see this week. If there are topics that you're interested in, please put those in the comments, because after all, this is our channel to share together. I want to give you content that you are interested in. So the Flying Stars Feng Shui, whether or not you've had your home Feng Shuied, whether or not you have done a lot with this, one of the things that is important to me is to deliver this information in a way that feels tangible. Like that it is not complicated. I have stripped this down to the basic essentials so that it is user friendly. And that's how I do my Feng Shui reports. I'm actually working on one today. And basically it is a room by room analysis, recognizing how you have your room, like let's say your bedroom, how you have it arranged. And then I come in and I say, it's facing these directions or this direction. And so we're going to want to change up your bed linens, your artwork, your rug, maybe change out some furniture, realign some things. We go room by room throughout the house, identifying what is there, what could be changed, and how things could be reimagined so that your home is flowing and you don't feel as stuck maybe, or whatever the goal is for your Feng Shui consult. A lot of times people hire me because something in their lives feels stuck. I'm not moving along in my career, or I'm so tired of not having money, or I'm really struggling with my marriage, whatever, okay? So I love that we have this virtual world where I can see you anywhere in the world. Makes it so amazing that we have this connection that is beyond the borders of where we live. So here we go into the Flying Stars. Now you remember we started 2025 in February with all the Flying Stars doubled. It's like a massive, here you go. This is the way it is for this year, and we're gonna hit it with a punch. Pretty rough. That's all I can say. It's a pretty rough start. And then you add to that the Bazi Astrology for February 2025 with the semi-fire penalty between the tiger and the snake. It was not an easy start to this year. Okay, so how I like to do this is we're gonna go around the Bagua and we're gonna go from direction to direction. And again, I'm happy to do a consultation with you, but I do caution you, if you do not have confidence that you know the exact direction certain rooms are sitting in, I would not play around with this. I have countless Feng Shui stories with clients over the years. People putting a water fountain in a direction where, I'm not kidding, this woman lost like a handful of real estate clients overnight because she put it in the wrong place. And when I came in and said, oh no, that water fountain should be over here, she saw a turnaround in her work. And she gained 3 times more clients than she had lost. She couldn't believe it. But that is how energy works. And who are we to in layman's terms, to know where to put things? And it's only after we see the impact, good or negative, right? To know whether or not we put something in the right place. Or to have that junk room that happens to be sitting in a very important part of your Bagua wheel. Like, what if your junk room is your career corner, or your marriage corner, or your money corner? We never want a junk room. Anyway, here we start. So we're going to start in the center. I'm going to mention the annual flying star, period 9 flying star, which is the next 20 years, that star will be in that direction, and then the visiting one for the month. Now, that being said, the most important, in case you're wondering, because a lot of my clients get very confused, and it can get confusing. This is why I don't teach this. People have asked me to teach it. I do classes, but I don't teach people to be Feng Shui consultants, is what I'm saying. Okay, so the most important, yes, the flying star, the stamp that is the lopan that is put upon your floor plan, depending on when your house was last renovated, big renovation, or had a roof replaced. That is in place and that is forever, right? But then the annual and the monthly can be very strong, activated energies that have a greater impact on your now day-to-day life, okay? So what we're doing, it's very much like acupuncture for your home, is we are placing something just for that, like for instance, something as small as this little Ganesh, right? You can put that little Ganesh someplace and give it energy by saying, I place this to protect me from whatever, the negative energies of this month. And then you place that in where you want it to give you that protection. And know that that energy is working for you, okay? So in the center of every home, office, store, building, there is the 2 Earth Star for 2025 with the 9 star for period 9 and the March visiting star of 1. So the 2 star is Earth, the 9 star is fire, and the visiting 1 star is water, okay? Because each of these stars represents an element. So the Earth here is a comfort to the 2 star going through a lot of transition in period 9. And the 9 star nourishing the earthy 2 with fire is a caution that the 2 star could revert back to its yellow star of sickness from period 8. And the risk of fire-related illness, heart disease, heartbreak, high blood pressure, stroke, relationship issues need to be carefully watched. Okay, and it's best to keep this area of your home calm. A bathroom in the center of your house is going to drain wealth. I would move it. Not kidding at all. Never have a house where you open the front door and the first door in front of you is a bathroom. I've seen that. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You also don't want a furnace, a water heater, anything like that in the center of your home. It is the heart of your home. It's really and truly where all the energy that you want to emanate out into the rest of your house begins. It's where you want to put your life mission statement, right? This is what I believe in. This is what I want to cultivate in my life. Maybe it's a picture of you on a sailboat because you dream of sailing around the world one day. Maybe it's a beautiful prayer or poems. That's something that I often recommend that people put in the center of their home. It can also be a family photo if family is super important to you. The 9 stars position here for period 9, coupled with the 2 star, can work to our advantage, creating opportunities for wealth and fame and success. And for March, the 1 star comes in and brings good luck with the 9 star. So this is a good thing. Now, if you go to the Karma Chameleon website, I will put the link below. You will get all of this information. It is much easier to look at, I think, when you're trying to make a list of what are the cures I'm using or what are the treatments I need. So for March, specifically, add a metal happy Hodi to motivate success and wealth. The people most impacted here are older women, becoming overpowering, over-dominating sons or middle-aged men. And you might want to look at this configuration both at home and at work, okay? So the colors that we want to see displayed in the center of our homes is black, gray, silver, maybe brown, metal furnishings, add a pop of purple. And March, again, we're adding that brass happy Hodi. So then we come around to the southeast. Now, I want to warn you, this month of March it stinks. Just leave it at that. There are only, aside from the center of our home, which isn't really even considered like an active part of the Lopan, it's just like the center. It's like the spoke of the wheel, right? Or the center from which all the spokes come out from the wheel. Anyway, so there are only 2 directions, the east and the southeast. The rest is shit. I'm sorry to say. It's kind of like the Feng Shui, the Bazi Astrology for March is the same. It literally is. Just be a rabbit, go down under the ground, work behind the scenes, reassess, reinvent, reimagine. This is not a month for a lot having to do with relationships. Everybody go to their own corner. I'll see you in April. I don't know. So we come around to the southeast. Yay, let's start with the happiest place and we'll end at a happy place. So we're gonna go from the southeast all the way around to the east, okay? So we're gonna start happy and end happy, but I'm gonna take you around some really complicated parts of our Bagua for March. Okay, so the southeast is 1 water, the 1 water star with 8 earth and visiting 9. So we have 1, 8, and 9. They are the biggest money-making, success-making, promotion. Life is on fire. Those 3 stars together are amazing. The 1 star is our future wealth star. The 8 star is our lessening money star, but it's also great for relationships and romance. And we have the 9 star, which is our current money, success, all good things in life happening star. So all 3 together, it's like they all ran to one corner of our Bagua and said, hey, let's hang out here because the rest is gone to shit. So this is also where the Grand Duke is. So the Grand Duke is where our snake is sitting for 2025. And it is a regal space to be honored. You never face the direction of the year's animal. So we never want to face that direction. So for this year, it's the southeast. Now the dragon of 2024 was also the southeast, but that was southeast 1, and each direction there's southeast 1, southeast 2, southeast 3. Southeast 3 is where the snake is, right up against the south. Okay. And so the Grand Duke is what we want to honor this direction. So we're going to keep it quiet. No digging, no renovations, no construction. So for March, the 9-star brings in tremendous wealth, success, promotion, good fortune, making the southeast the best location for this month. And so for March, we want to bring in lush plants, images of wealth, or things that make you think of money, like a pile of Chinese coins or a piggy bank. You could even literally put a stack of cash, or a money toad, okay? Any of these things that are like activating, that's what you want to do. You want to activate the southeast corner of your home for wealth, okay? And so for March, we want to adjust our color scheme to more green and less blue, which is what we were saying for our general 2025 year. So again, you're going to see on the blog where I've made some edits saying not for this month, and that's what I mean by flow. We have our annual setup for our home's Feng Shui, but each month we're going to come in and we're going to tweak. We're going to make little subtle adjustments so that we are in flow with the chi, so that we aren't victims of it. We are being proactive because we have this information. So now we're going to come around to the south. I don't know how I'm getting in my house in March. I'm going to have to climb through a window. Oh my gracious, the south is awful. We have the 6 metal star with the 4 wood star with visiting 5 star. The 5 star, friends, is like a wrecking ball. So for March, the 5 star, it's like poison and is emboldened by the fire element of the south. So be very careful of erupting health issues, accidents, loss of fame, fortune, position. Relationships may erupt into chaos and upset. Misuse of drugs and alcohol. This is explosive chi. I would not store guns in the south part of your house. I would not have knives or anything that can explode. Okay. For March, do not use this as a bedroom or an entrance. Caution with any use of this area. Keep it quiet and undisturbed. Blue is the color to introduce to cool the mood. Display a Wulu health gourd, especially if it's a bedroom. Okay. And for colors, we just want to bring in blue. So then we're going to come around to the southwest. And this is the 8 earth with 6 metal, and in comes the 7 star. And when you put the 7 and the 6, these are 2 metal stars together. It is a sword fight. Great. Great. We go from explosive into a sword fight. This is a battle. Combative, confrontational, possibly injurious. Look out for fights that turn violent, illness that might require surgery, loss of fortune, legal outcomes, job, welfare, just major relationship issues, especially between fathers and younger sons. For March, use the color of blue to drain and weaken the 7 star. So for me, I am taking my brown comforter off and replacing it with either blue or white. Because that's the colors. We want blue or white in the Southwest. So take a look around. And again, you might have a bright blue set of pillows or throw blanket that you can throw over a piece of furniture, saying this is to drain the negative energy in this room for March. Have to remember the power of our thoughts and the power of our words to wield energy that has an impact. Always, always know that your words and thoughts are an energy. They are an energy. So for March, we do not want any earth tones in the Southwest, feeding this combative, argumentative energy. We come around to the west, which is the 4 wood with the 2 earth. And the monthly star is the 3 star. So you leave the Southwest where we have the 2 metal stars meeting. Now we have the 2 wood stars, 3 and 4. They both are in their downfall in period 9. So there are still some practitioners out there saying that the 4 wood star is education and romance and relationship. That is not true in period 9, according to my training. So, in case you see somebody else's interpretation, there are many ways, I suppose, to interpret this information. So anyway, the month of March, this is disharmony coming into our relationships. This is mother, oldest daughter in a unfavorable interaction. There's gossip, slander, catfighting, moodiness, and overall ill temper. Wretched. Just absolutely wretched. For March, avoid any serious conversations in this room. I would not use this at all as a conference room. In fact, I would take all of my conferences, if this were an office, I would take everything outside for the month of March because it is contentious. Meetings, gatherings, anything like that, I would not conduct that in the West. It's a room for one this month. The color is blue, blue, blue. So I didn't change any, there's no change to my recommendation of color scheme here. I would just say use the colors of blue. And display a red happy hoodie for harmony and relationships. Display that prominently with a lush plant or even 4 stalks of lucky bamboo in a blue vase. Then we're going to come around to the 3 wood with 1 water, visiting 2 earth in the Northwest. My God, this is so complicated. This is a conflict of wood and metal. All right, so then the 1 star offers mitigation of water. The 3 star is already weak in period 9, so this lineup should ease the contention. But then we've got the 2 star coming in, and another direction that feels like a hot mess for relationships. The 3 star is moody, argumentative, and combined with the 2 star is a stressor that can lead to anxiety, feeling bullied, demoted, or sued. This is not a room for meetings, gatherings, or any interpersonal get-togethers. Another room for solo use, if at all. This is also the placement of the Shui Po, the year breaker. The Northwest 3 sits opposite the Southeast 3. This is the placement of the pig, the enemy of the snake. The cure for the Shui Po is the 4 celestial animal talisman. This is another place that you can put a red happy hoodie to bring relationships into harmony. You want to avoid spending any length of time in here. This is not a place to sleep or enter a home. It is okay to face the northwest, but remember not to face the southeast. So take a look at how your chairs, your bed, everything is oriented. And the colors here are blue. I have seen some practitioners recommend red. I would not put red in here. Why? Because it is in a metal direction. And when you bring in red, it just feels inflamed. It feels aggravated. I would not do that. Blue is far more soothing. So the 7 metal with 5 earth is in the north. With visiting 6 star, again, we have the 6 and the 7 together, the 2 metal stars coming together in battled. Gah. So it's another battle like in the southwest. This is combative, injurious, and dangerous. Be mindful of illness related to poison, stress, bullying, and migraines. Oh my gracious. This is also our career corner. For me, it's my front door. It's like, gee, I don't know. Do I want to enter my house through the embattled front door or the inflamed combustible back door? I do not know, but I will say this. I will be coming in and out of my home super quiet, which is really the message. Tiptoe like a little bunny all through March in your house. All right, so we want to be mindful in these areas, friends. Shades of blue and white and metal to drain this energy. Placing of a lush house plant here and a round metal bowl to absorb the negative energy. The 5 earth with 3 wood with visiting 4 star in the northeast. This is another messy configuration. This is the foreboding of extreme illness, disease, even death, insurmountable obstacles, loss of money, and investments going south. Good God. I know. It's enough to make us all want to go out and pitch a tent. It's just, wow. So for March, display a dragon-headed turtle. I would use a brass dragon-headed turtle. The colors black, gray, white, and metal to focus on draining the 5 star here. Best cure would be a 6-rod metal wind chime outside. We do not put wind chimes inside the house. And yeah. So we're going to end wrapping up here in the east. Told you we're going to end on a high note. This is it. The 9 star with metal 7 with visiting 8. And even though that 7 star can be an explosive thing with the 9 star, the 8 star is a beautiful visiting energy. This bodes well for finances, for fame, for success. Things are going well. But it's also the place of the 3 killings, the Shansha for 2025. So again, just like in the southeast, our other star-studded spot in our Bhagavad for March, quietly. The overall message for March: live your life, my friends, quietly. Through this month of March, tiptoe like a bunny through your house, keeping things quiet and calm. Utilize this information so that if you need to have a tough phone call, if you need to have a tough text exchange, if you need to have a tough one-on-one exchange, you are going to the east or the southeast to do that. And the energy is instructing you to do so calmly, gently, without yelling, without violence in your words, okay? It's a real, this is like, honestly, this is like a silent retreat. Come to my home at Open Sky. I do women's retreats, women's yoga retreats. And I actually have, I think at the end of March, a silent spring retreat happening. It is a month to be silent, to be contemplative, analytical, figuring things out. But with Venus in retrograde, Mercury in retrograde, you bring all of the astrologies together, and this is our message for March. So the 8th star bringing all this good success into the East, I would definitely put out symbols of money, piles of cash, piles of Chinese coins, a piggy bank, a money toad. Colors that are green, purple, that wood element, lush plants. So let's wrap up. This is our highlight. The best directions for March: east, southeast, and the center. The worst directions for February: the northeast, north, northwest, west, southwest, and south. Most of the Bagua. The snake on the world map for 2025 falls in much of Central and Western Africa, from Libya, Chad, Uganda, on up to Eastern Europe, including Ukraine, Romania, Greece, and Turkey, up into the Middle East, Israel, and Egypt. Very interesting what is going to be happening in this part of our world in 2025 and how this is going to be transformative. The rabbit of March hits along India, parts of Malaysia, Thailand, China, Tibet, and Russia. Very interesting. So notice the news stories and what is going on in those parts of the world, especially given this Feng Shui and the astrology. Check that video out as well. I will put a link for you so you can watch that one. And now I'm going to do the best and most challenging days of March to further help you along with this complicated astrology and Feng Shui. So thank you so much. I hope that this has been helpful. Please leave kind comments, respectful. Love hearing from you. And let me know if there is content, topics that you're interested in me covering, so that together you and I are sharing this wonderful information and learning together. Alrighty, thank you so much. Be well.